Welcome! In front of me I have Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, and I'm gonna show you a few tricks you can use on this device. First, I'm gonna show you S Pen gestures. So basically, if you like to use your S Pen on your S22 Ultra, you can perform some gestures to perform some actions, basically. So, for example, if you're on the home screen on your phone, you can press and hold the button on your S Pen to open the camera app. And in the camera app, we have a couple more gestures we can perform. You can tap on this icon right here to open the list, and here we have it. For example, you can press the S button or other button on your S Pen to take a picture, like that. You can double press it to open the selfie camera and close it by double tapping, double pressing. Next thing you can do is to press the button and swipe with it to perform some actions. So if you press and swipe right, you can switch the mode. The same thing goes for pressing and swiping left. Oh my god. Sometimes it's a little bit wonky if the phone is laying flat on the surface. As you can see, now it's left. So we can do it again. Swipe left or right. If you swipe up, you can switch the cameras. So swipe up, swipe down to switch the cameras. And you can also change the zoom level by swiping, performing the clockwise and counterclockwise movements, as you can see. So we can do something like this and something like that to zoom in and zoom out, like that. Okay. You can also perform some of the gestures in media player or photos or the gallery. So for example, if you open the gallery, open the photos, you can swipe left or right to go to the next item, as you can see. You can also swipe up and down to show the hidden content, so information about the photos, and hide them. You can press the button to go to the next item on the S Pen, double press it to go to the previous item, and you can also oh no, never mind, the counterclockwise and clockwise motions don't do anything in the gallery. Okay. And last thing you can do is while you're watching the videos or listening to music. So for example, let's open the YouTube. Let's actually put our phone in the silent mode. Let's find some royalty-free playlist. Open it. Let's lower the volume. And here we have the playlist, and we can do a couple of things while you're watching the videos or listening to music. You can press the button to play or pause the video. So if you press it, you can pause the video and resume it. You can double press to go to the next song or video. You can swipe left or right to go through to the previous or the next video. You can swipe up or down to lower and increase the volume on the video. Or the music, of course. It works also for music. And that's about it, as you can see. Okay, so that deals with the S Pen gestures. So now I'm gonna show you another cool trick for the S Pen, which is handwriting to text. So if you open the settings on your phone, scroll down, tap on the advanced features. Here tap on S Pen and enable the S Pen to text option. Now you can open, for example, the Google Chrome browser, anything that basically you can type in, and let's go to the home screen or home page, and instead of typing in the whatever you want to type in with the keyboard, you can basically write it. And search for it by tapping on Go. So, for example, we can type in hard reset, like, as you can see, and you can basically search by tapping on Go, and you can use it in the browsers, in the text. So, for example, you can also type in a text. So let's create some message, and we can just write it. Oh my bad. Oh. Like that. If you don't, for example, want to use the normal keyboard, you can tap right here on this menu to open the normal keyboard. You can also use it, of course. You can also tap on more options icon right here, I believe. Tap on handwriting. So if you want to have more space to handwrite, because this space is quite cramped, you can basically open this option, and here you can you have more space to type in, as you can see, but it wasn't even enough even for me, as you can see. But my handwriting is just bad, so please don't take me in consideration. Okay, so this feature is also quite useful if you like to write, and you can write with your S Pen instead of like typing in on the keyboard. Let's close this, turn off the S Pen to text, and now let's go to the next thing, and that's gonna be a refresh rate on our phone. So we can open the settings on our phone, find the option called display, and here let's find the refresh rate. Oh, it's in motion smoothness, my bad. It's right here. I couldn't find it for some reason. I was looking for refresh rate, but this option is called motion smoothness on this device. So tap on motion smoothness, and here we have adaptive and standard. So if you select adaptive, the screen will automatically adjust the screen refresh rate up to 120 Hz. So if you're on the still picture, like if you're viewing a picture, nothing is moving, it's gonna lower the refresh rate to, I believe, up to 1 Hz. And if you're scrolling the screen, it's gonna automatically increase the refresh rate to 120. And if you want to, for example, reduce the battery usage and increase the battery life, you can select the standard option to only use the 60 Hz refresh rate. So the screen will be less smooth, but you will save the battery life in the process. So right here you can change between the refresh rates of your screen. Select the option you like and then tap on apply. Okay, next thing I want to show you is also in display. So here you can scroll down. Oh my bad. And we have the option called navigation bar. Tap on it, and right here you can customize how to navigate your system. By default, the navigation bar is enabled, so you have the back button, the home button, and the I believe recent apps button. Yes. And we can customize some settings for it. For example, we can customize the button order. We can switch it. So now we have the recent apps on the right, the home in the middle, and the back on the left. And you can also select the swipe gestures. So if you don't like the navigation bar, you can select the swipe gestures, and you can use the swipe gestures to navigate your phone. For example, to go back, you swipe from the left or right edge of the screen to the middle of the screen. You will see this arrow right here. And once you release the finger, you will go back like this. It works the same from the right side, or rather left side. So if you swipe from the left, you also will go back. If you want to go to home screen, use the home button. Basically, you swipe upwards from the bottom of the screen and then like that. And if you want to open the recent apps, you swipe upwards and hold in the middle like that to open the recent apps. And we can also customize some of the gestures. We can tap on more options, and here we can customize the gesture sensitivity. So if you have some screen protection on your phone, it might lower the sensitivity of your screen. It can be wonky, so you can increase it or decrease it up to your liking. So for example, as you can see, I have this small, I can't reach the edge of the screen because of the screen protection, so I can increase the sensitivity, so I can grab it from here. I don't need to do it from the edge of the screen. So if you have a good protection screen, or other screen protection, you can do it with the lower or higher, depends what you like. So basically what it does, you can grab it from right of the edge, or you have the more leeway if you select the higher sensitivity. Okay, let's select the normal one and go back. And here you have also, we can enable or disable the gesture hands. We can show button to hide the keyboard. So basically, if you enable or disable this option, it will show the button to hide to hide the keyboard. So this option only works in the portrait mode. So you won't often see it if you don't use your phone in the portrait mode often. And you can also enable option block gestures with S Pen. So basically, if you don't want to use the gestures with S Pen, you can enable this option and they won't work with S Pen. If you disable this option, it will work. So that's about it. Let's switch back to buttons. And next option I want to show you, or rather trick, is motion and gestures, but in different category. Basically, we can go back to settings, scroll down, tap on advanced features, and here find the option called motions and gestures, and tap on it. And right here we have a couple of features we can use, and these features are sometimes useful, sometimes not really, but some of them are quite cool. For example, we can enable the option called lift to wake. So if you enable this option and your screen is turned off, you can lift up your phone to wake up the screen on it. It should work. Let's try it like this. Oh, now it worked, as you can see. So basically, if you receive the notification, you can lift up your phone to check it and then place it down, and it will turn off automatically. Next option is double tap to turn on the screen. This option is also useful, so if you don't want to press the button to wake up the screen all the time, you can double tap on the screen to wake it up, or also turn it off. If you select this option, rather, my bad. So you have also double tap to turn off the screen, so you can double tap on the home screen, I believe, to turn it off like this, and double tap to wake it up. Yep. Okay. Next option is keep screen on while viewing. So basically, if you're looking at the screen should be on constantly, so it won't turn itself off if you're looking at it. And you can enable this option or disable it by tapping on the switch. Next we have alert when phone picked up. So basically, if you pick up your phone, it will vibrate after a missing call or message. So if you missed some calls or messages and you pick up your phone, the phone will vibrate, telling you that you missed some calls or messages. Next option is mute with gestures. This option allows you to mute your phone by or rather mute incoming calls or alarms by putting your hand over the screen like this, or rotating your phone face down like that. And last option is palm swipe to capture, and this option allows you to capture a screenshot by swiping your palm on the screen. Oh, like this. You can take a screenshot by just swiping your palm on the screen, and can enable or disable this option. Okay. next thing I want to show you is the side key. So for example, if you're not a big fan of Bixby like me, and when you press the power button on your phone, basically by default it wakes up the Bixby. I don't like Bixby, so you can go here to the advanced features, tap on the side key option, and here we have a couple of shortcuts for the side key. So we have double press and we can enable it or disable it. And we have quick launch camera or open up. So by default, it's the quick launch camera. So if you press the power button twice, it opens the camera up like this, but you can change it. For example, we can tap on open up and here select the app we want to open with the, by pressing the power button twice. For example, oh no, let's open the Minecraft. So now when I press the power button twice, it's gonna open the Minecraft application, as you can see. Let's close this. Okay, and next we have press and hold shortcut. Like I said, by default it's Wake Bixby, but you can change to power off menu. So if you press and hold the power button, it's gonna open the power off menu and you can restart your phone, power it off, or enter the emergency mode. I like this option. I prefer this option over the Bixby, honestly, so that's why I'm showing you this. Because if you have the Bixby enabled, to turn off your phone, you need to press and hold the volume down and power button like this. Okay. And the last thing I want to show you is the one-handed mode. And this option is quite useful if you want to use your phone with only one hand. So this phone is quite big, as you can see, and it might be hard to use only with one hand, and you can enable the one-handed mode. So you need to go to the advanced features in settings, and here you have the one-handed mode option, and you can enable it. And to use the one-handed mode feature, you need to swipe upwards on the home button. Oh no, downwards, my bad. Downwards. Like that, to open the one-handed mode. Basically what the one-handed mode does is shrinks the screen, so it's easier to use with only one hand. And now you can use your phone normally by using only one hand. And if you want to disable the one-handed mode, you simply perform the same action, so you swipe downwards on the home button like that. You can also change the gesture to button, so if you want to activate it with button, you can select this option. And now, basically, you double tap on the home button to enable or disable the one-handed mode. You can also move the screen. So basically, if you're left-handed, you can move the screen to the left side of the screen, like that, by tapping on this arrow. And you can also make it big, or rather move it around the screen, like that, if you prefer it to be on the top or the bottom of the screen. I think you can only move it upwards. No, you can also move it downwards, like that. Okay, and you can also tap on the free area to close the one-handed mode. And that's about it. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel and leaving the like on the video.